was a child. And it has come up with me up to my adolescence days. Since I was attending school as an ignorant child, I've always wanted to improve through academic excellence the small, poor town where I was born. I told myself that I will bring life, I will bring health, I will bring wealth to my family, to my people, so that they can have a good life and also they can have wealth. But then I realized in that period of segregation in Africa, it was impossible. Even if you attained good qualifications, you couldn't do it. Everything and positions depended on racial status, and it also depended on what kind of background have you got. Therefore, my dreams were suppressed. My dreams were deprived. Time and time again. My name is Rachel Pamela Teller. I was born in an outside place in Johannesburg. After studying diligently, I obtained a teacher's diploma. I attained a master's degree in psychology, and I worked for the Department of Education and Training for 13 solid years. But then when I worked, I realized that that was not what I wanted. Then I started thinking I wanted a change in my life. And I started talking to people about my change. I started looking at job positions. I also started looking at columns for advertisement so that I can look for a different opposition. But then what I realized is that my dream still was not depressed. I still had a dream. I wanted to achieve that dream. Therefore, I started looking around. I went from pillar to post, looking for better positions. Even though it was difficult, I made it a point that I will get it. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "It is not what is before you, it is not what is behind you, it is what is inside you that is of importance." And because of that particular reason, I made sure that my dream is not suppressed. I dreamed again. I actually had dreams that I set before me. I even had dreams that I actually categorized according to achievable dreams, according to dreams that were relevant to my life. And I made it a point that I dream that relevant dreams that will make my life and the life of my people change. And through my pursuit for this life, through my pursuit for a good living, I searched, and I met Mr. Lee Jinwan. I knew that Mr. Lee Jinwan had a dream. He was just like me, or I was just like Mr. Lee. And his dream, he showed by founding Tienshi. And when he founded Tienshi, he wanted to bring health, wealth to the people, using the 5,000 years of traditional medicine to the people, making sure that people have a good living. He failed at times, but he never gave up. At times things were difficult, but still he never gave up. And through seeing the conquest of Mr. Lee, I was motivated. I had power. I went out there. I worked harder, and I made sure that my dream lives on. Through the sleepless nights that I had, through living or sleeping with an empty stomach, I made sure that I don't give up, because it is easy to give up. I continued through this pursuit. I went on and on and on, pursuing my dream. I went on and on and on, looking for bigger, better, and wonderful things so that I can change the life of other people. What I realized is what I learned from Les Brown, the man who said, if you do things that are easy, you will have a difficult life. But then if you do things that are difficult, you will have an easy life. I chose to do that. I had goals that now I started to set up. In these goals, I said to myself, you must have small goals. You must have mid-term goals. You must also have long-term goals. Very, very important to have that. If you've got these goals or you set your goals, you make sure that you achieve them. You make sure that you are directed. Because it is said, goals are dreams with defined lines. And when I started doing that, I started prioritizing my life. I did all the things that wanted to see me succeed. I made sure that all the things that I'm doing are directed towards my success. And with the help of categorizing my goals, I achieved what I wanted to achieve. I made sure that I get what I wanted to get. Then whatever I learned from Tienshi and whatever I learned from setting out my goals made it very, very important for me to systematize my life in Tienshi and my business. Goals are very important. Goals are the things that actually direct your life. They make sure that you are directed to what you want to do. They make sure that you achieve what you want to achieve. Remember that if you set goals, you are directed and you are systematized to what you want in life. During my quest for this good life, for myself, for my family, for all the people in Africa, I realized again that if I fail, I will be failing everybody, or I will be failing my dreams. But if I succeed, I will be making everybody else to succeed. And through me in Africa, the word will be heard, and everybody will achieve. And achieving will be achieving through Tienshi and Mr. Lee's dream, as important as it is. I didn't want to give up. I continued. I struggled through blood and sweat. I went on and I went on, and I didn't want to give up. And I'm urging everybody today, getting a good life is not easy. Living the life of your dreams is not easy. Continue seeking for your dreams. In conclusion, I can say to everyone, I'd like to thank Mr. Lee. I'd like to take this time and say to Mr. Lee, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity in Tienshi. Thank you very much for bringing Tienshi to Africa. Thank you very much for making people of Africa and of the whole globe live their lives. And I'd also like to say, on behalf of Africa, siyakubonga, and esibonga wena, Mr. Lee, we are saying to you, bring everything to Africa. You have shown us great mercy. If you have shown us life, Mr. Lee. Everybody, can you please help me with a big round of applause to thank Mr. Lee with a big round of applause.